We're coming to you from Tshunyane village outside Mahikeng. We're actually visiting a few areas here in the province that were hit very hard by the recent floods. You'd remember that there were heavy rains in the months of February this year and towards the end of January there, where we saw quite a number of roads and bridges in the province being badly affected or damaged by those floods, but also there were a couple of houses across the province that were damaged. And so what we know so far is that in terms of the roads, we know that municipalities in the province have requested an amount of over 262 million rands to repair those roads and the bridges we heard from Premier Job Mokgoro. But in terms of houses, we know that houses like RDP houses, self-built houses, and also mud houses were severely affected. One of such houses is this one that has completely collapsed, and we understand that, of course, the family has now relocated. They're staying with some of their relatives because at this point they don't yet have shelter. And we know that it's about 647 houses in the province that were affected. But in this particular area of Tshunyane village, I'm going to speak to the community leader, Ntate Mutibedi Mokasi, and he will just give us a picture. Thank you very much, Ntate Mokasi, for joining us.
Thank you. Okay.
What exactly has the situation been like? Because it was in February where we saw these houses, but you were telling us earlier on that not many of them have been fixed, if any at all, at this point.
Okay, let me thank you very much, ma'am. And I would like to take this opportunity to you all South Africans to say that you can hear me here and there, because I'm not good at that language, because most of the time I use my mother's tongue. But some of you will hear me and try to correct me, please. But first of all, let me try to go straight to the answer that since we have been in this disaster, our government have managed to come and try to help us. But most of the people who are affected by the floods, most of them, they are not they have not been helped, but the government tried to help some of them, but some of them are still in miserable.
Okay, Ntate Mokasi, please feel comfortable. You can switch to whatever language that you feel comfortable speaking. If it's Setswana, it is, or if you want to mix the two languages, I will translate for you here and there. Thank you for giving us that update of the situation so far. I know you've been in communication with government and you have requested them to come and assist. What have they said so far?
Let me take this opportunity back again to puso bane batla ba batla gore thusa, and then mo ba thuseng ka teng bana le khanya gore budget ba santse ba lebele thata mo di budgeteng ba thusitse bangwe mme bangwe ga ba khona go bona thuso go fitla le gone jaanong.
Okay, so in short, he's saying that government has been able to come and assist some people, but it's not everybody that help has reached so far. They were told that they have to go back to their offices first and have a look at their budget and see how many people would be able to be assisted. And after Baliblela about issues of budget and a few people that were helped, perhaps in this particular village, do you maybe in terms of numbers have any idea? Or let's just talk about this particular family right now that was staying here.
Okay.
What has happened to them? Obviously, they haven't yet received any help. Do you know any update?
Mo ke mo yo bagolo ba mo reminte mo family ye mo saneng yo lo bona mo reminteng ke motsana o bidwang ke motse o bidwang go tike wa ra dikgang bagolo ba le gona jaanong sala ba emetse thuso go tla go pusong, mme le gona jaanong yana bagolo ga ise ba tsamaye ba bone thuso. Ke ka mo ha le bona mo reminteng ba sile ba sietse ko masikeng a bone go itlhela ba bona ba puso ba gape go tla go bona ba botse ka mo kgontseng jang re santse re eme le gone jaanong.
Okay, they're in short saying that this particular family that used to stay here has not yet been helped, and they have since relocated. Like I did indicate earlier on, they're staying with the family members. Just the last question, Dr. Mokasi.
Yes.
I know when we were speaking earlier, a few minutes ago actually, you were saying that now, as the community here, you're living in fear because it may be a bit of a relief that the rains have stopped for now, but now strong winds are expected to come with the month of August, and the conditions are still in this manner.
Yes, ma'am. Ke ka mo ke buile ke tlhalose gore ka matla modimo re ka tshepa gore dipula tse di matla tse ne re di ka tlhokofetsa batho ba rona di tsamaile, mme gape mo godimo se seng se ntlhokogatsang kgotsa se sampeng sentle ke goreng re ya gape ko seemo se seng gape sa diphefo se leng se ritsegela ka August mo e leng gore batho ba rona ba e leng gore ga ba dula mo seemo se sa siamang matlo a kgotsa one mekhukhu e ka tla go affectiwa kgotsa yone ya tsewa ke diphefo go tswa ke diphefo ba go botoka mare bothata bo teng ke goreng ha batho ba ka shwela mo teng ra go bona re rileng ja ka re ba ite dipele.
Dr. Mokasi, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. In short, they're wrapping for us saying that now their biggest fear is that while they did not see any fatalities during the floods, their biggest concern now is come August and we see those strong winds, the roofing may collapse and, there may be some fatalities. So they are pleading to government to come and assist these affected people as soon as possible. We know so far that Premier Job Mokgoro indicated that they have since been in communication with the National Department of Human Settlements to come up with an intervention. And he said that the department has approved or agreed that they can use an amount of 35 million rand to assist the affected family. Studio, that's how we are wrapping up from our side. It's back to you for now.
Thank you very much indeed, Sellwane Khakhau, for that story.